Coraline, released February 6th, 2009, written and directed by Henry Selick, who, if you don't know, he's the one who's done like James and the Giant Peach and The Nightmare Before Christmas. So he has some cool animation ideas and a nice dark sense of storytelling, which is good because I'm a huge horror fan. So this one's sort of like I like this one a little bit more than some of the other ones from like the House of Mouse and stuff. So basically, uh, Coraline is played by Dakota Fanning and voiced by Dakota Fanning. She's a girl who's a writer dad who's constantly writing and a mom who's constantly upkeeping the house and stuff like that and has no time to pay attention to her. So she goes exploring this new house they move in with like the creepy neighbors around. You see like that and meet some interesting side characters that live at this place too. And basically she finds a small room in her house which is basically a portal to another form of like her like another dimension almost. Basically she finds like another version of her family, but they're a little more better and stuff. They just have buttons for eyes and stuff. So basically she starts to like hanging out with that, and then they try to keep her there, and then she finds out sinister intentions that they're trying to do to keep her there, and she has to find a way to escape and get some of them side characters to help her out. Overall, the story's pretty interesting. It's a little more darker, so it's not really meant for like younger kids. It's dark like in like the Nightmare Before Christmas dark. So but yeah, and it's stop motion animation, so it's like claymation. I think there's a little bit of like wooden puppetry in there, and the animation's actually really interesting. And some parts are nice, dark and grim looking, which I always find that to look really interesting for an animated feature to have that. And then it, when they want to be vibrant with vibrant colors, it stands out perfectly. It's actually a really well done animated film. Now, the company that made this, I can't remember the name of it, but they would go on to do like Frankenweenie and the Box Trolls, which are also two darker animated films. But this one is actually pretty. I think it's a little bit underrated and stuff. Usually, these type of films have a budget of $40 million on average, I'd say, especially for the early 2000s. And it had a box office earnings of $124.6 million. So, in studio terms, that's a minor success, not enough to warrant like a sequel or start a huge series or anything. But overall, it was still decent, and it's definitely something different. I always like something like this where it's way different. It's not just a huge like. It's not like the Smurfs or some pathetic thing like that, or some like cookie cutter princess love story that Disney always puts out, or something like that. This is actually they try to do something different, and they try to change it up and do something a little more creative, which actually I find is a little more interesting. But there is it some parts is a little bit of a drag. Like they definitely play out the characters a little too much in some scenes. There are some, like I said, some dark moments and stuff that I personally like, but I know a lot of people find it a little odd to be in an animated film. Like there's a two sisters that live together, and they have like their dead dogs like heads up on the wall and stuff. I thought that was amusing and almost a little bit funny, but some people might find that a little more macabre. But overall, I think this is a pretty decent film. There are some bland scenes, but overall, it all the narrative and everything goes well pretty hand in hand. And it's too bad that most of it's pretty much forgotten. Most people I know forgot that this film was even made, and not a lot of people have seen it. Like it's been on Netflix now for a while. That's how I found it, because I totally forgot it existed too. But I'm glad I checked it out and watched it. If I was gonna rate this, just because it was a little slow and some of the characters are a little bland, I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5. This was definitely a really good film, and with like a little tweaking and stuff, it would almost make the perfect spot, a perfect film. But definitely do this. This is more like a PG film, so it's meant for like 8-year-olds and stuff and older. So if you have older kids and you want to watch a good family like animated film, just a little different, not just computer animation and stuff, definitely check it out. So, or if you just want to check it out, check it out. Trailers down below. Also, my Instagram is linked down below as well, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review on my story. So make sure you follow me there. There's also some other weird things on there. So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm always talking about weird things that I'm watching and my opinions on what I've been watching. So make sure you subscribe because who knows, you'll probably find out about films you never knew even existed. So yeah, so make sure you subscribe, like this video, like it if you like the film too. Yeah, and make sure you comment down below if you've seen this. Let me know what you thought and other films I should watch and review. If you know any other weird animated films that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below too. I'll try my hardest to get to them. But that was Coraline. Definitely check it out. It's really good. But I'm feeling more comedy and obscure stuff. So I'm going to go back into trying to find some weird things people don't really talk about so I can bring it to your attention and we probably generate new interest with it. So yeah, have fun during this pandemic. It's really boring. So uh, things are slowly starting to open up again though. So hopefully it's all good. But yeah, but I'll see you in the next review of some more new cool films for you to check out during the pandemic.